Guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So we had a global data download. Let's go over what global is going to be getting for this week. Now keep in mind GP is going to be getting info very soon on int LR Bojack's EZA within a couple of days. So like what global is going to be getting this week is this stuff with the TEQ blue Vegito, STR Rose EZAs, and then GP. Of course, is going to be getting, again, LR Bojack. So let's take a look at what we got here. So we have Battlefield. We have a chain battle against Fusion Zamasu. We have a new Super Battle Road stage. And then we have the EZA for Blue Vegito and STR Rose. And then some tickets. So not really too much stuff. But let's go ahead and jump in. So first, we'll have a Battlefield. Nothing really too crazy there. I think it's either the next Battlefield or the Battlefield after that. That would be the new stages for Global. So Global would be fighting like the Gohan, Bojack, Gotenks, Super Buu, and Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. The new Battlefield fights. I think it's actually the next one because it's always in January. Global gets those, so that'll be good. Then we have the chain battle against Fusion Zamasu. What you want to use here is Trunks characters, Blue Vegetas, right? Like these are sort of like the the special characters. But I believe the actual setups you want to use, I think, is Blue Vegeta and Majin Vegeta, right? Let's take a look. So here's my video. This is the top 1% rewards from when this came out. Here's some of the high scores. Let's see. So this is 162. And we could see a bunch of Blue Vegetas. There's the Dragon Ball Super Trunks, LR Vegeta and Trunks, and then Majin Vegetas. So this is sort of the setup that you're going to want to go for with this chain battle against Fusion Zamasu. This one's probably not going to be too bad because Majin Vegeta characters, Blue Vegeta characters, it's going to be pretty common for a lot of players, I think, to have these types of characters, right? I don't think that these are like super rare characters besides maybe like Int Majin Vegeta and Vegeta and Trunks, right? The rest of these have been units that have been out for years. So I don't think that this should be a really too tricky of a chain battle for most people. So we have the next Super Battle Road stage. This is Battle of Wits. Is going to be against these enemies right here. I remember I did get the no item run done. I don't think it was really too bad. This is a normal Super Battle Road stage. Keep in mind that global players, like Hearts, could be pretty good. What are the heroes characters? Because typically several heroes characters end up here. Let's see. Actually, is it just Hearts? Fu got his awakening. Although you do want a lot of time traveler characters there. Hearts, of course, is another hero's character. So it's just like Hearts and Fu, who are the hero's characters who are on here. But remember, Hearts has got that guard for the first couple of turns. So Hearts could be fairly decent. LR, Goku, and Piccolo, I believe they were the MVP when I got the no item run done on this. They can be very, very impressive. Maybe the one thing about this stage is just that this is one of these stages where you have a fight against 5 enemies and a fight against 4 enemies. So, you could get bad luck and get supered repeatedly, right? Eating 3 super attacks here, 4 super attacks here. That sometimes can be tough, but normal Super Battle Road stages, so these ones are just like piss easy. Like they're barely even content anymore. Extreme Super Battle Road stages, I think, are fairly challenging still, but normal Super Battle Road is literally nothing, right? Then we have the EZA for Blue Vegito and STR Rose. They are weak against Future. Here's the two of them. So these two, I'll probably do like I'll revisit a video on the two of these characters. Blue Vegito, like he can be really good, I think. But the problem for him, one of the main issues is like his links. I've talked repeatedly about how Fusions is like not in a good spot, right? It's just like Fusion characters are not like it's not years ago. Like here's his best linking characters. These two are completely dead. They suck. This unit is okay, but he's it's believe it or not, TEQ Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta he EZA'd almost a year ago now, right? Like that he's not crazy. This guy's sucks. This guy's okay-ish. This guy's not that impressive. Again, this guy EZA'd over a year ago now. Like, right? Like, all these characters suck. All these, they're all ass. until we get to the LR gods, right? But the problem with the LR gods and Blue Vegito, right, is that they don't have key links, right? What is it? It's Super Saiyan, Fierce Battle, Warrior Gods, and Kamehameha are the links that they have. So I don't know. This Vegito, you know what? He would work a lot better if he was a prepared for battle character. It is funny how, you know, LR Blue Vegito is in a much better spot because he's got prepared for battle. Over in a Flash just is not great. So I just think if like these types of characters were better right now, like a standalone Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you know, Blue Gogeta, Blue Vegito, Super Vegito, you know, Blue Kaioken Goku, God Goku, right? Like if these characters were better, sure. I mean, I guess where's TEQ God Goku? He's got 4, which again is the same 4: Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, Fierce Battle. Oh no, he does have Over in a Flash. God Goku does. But it's just you're probably going to encounter issues, I think, linking with this guy. He gives himself key, but it's after he gets hit. You're not running this guy in slot 1 in difficult content. No way. I mean, maybe, like, if you're going up against, like if we fought Red Zone Broly, and you had a good, clean fight, right? You got tons of super attacks to stack. You could rock this guy in slot 1 against, like, EGL Broly at the end. But this guy, remember, is more so designed for, like, the movie and GT red zones, as opposed to the Wicked Bloodline red zones or Cell Max. This guy is not really going to be too great. I'm not overly, like, to me, you know, it is funny. I'm not the biggest fan of these characters with the huge RNG in attacking, because, again, it's just more damage, whereas I feel like the risk-reward with, like, dodge characters is much better, because the dodge is, you know, you dodge the nearly 2 million super attack of Cell Max versus, oh, Vegito did 1 extra super attack. He did an extra 2 million damage, right? Like, I don't know. I think this guy's okay. If you get really good luck, he could be solid, but, like, it's like you get really good luck and he's solid. He's not anything crazy, this Blue Vegito. Then we get STR Rose. I've found that STR Rose to me does look fairly impressive, but it's only once he deals the finishing blow. If you don't get the finishing blow with this Rose, he's mid. He's just not good enough, right? It's like they very clearly want to design these EZA TURs around being nice options for the team, not like the anchor of the team, right? Like, you know, they don't want this guy who came out on December of 2017 to just all of a sudden be like one of the strongest units, like, on the team. Very rarely these days, well, I mean, you could probably almost say ever, very rarely ever have EZAs been that strong. I think, like, LR, Goku Black, and Zamasu, they could be very, very impactful. They also came out in 2017, but you guys get what I'm saying. So because of that, like, they kind of make sure that these units have huge RNG or flaws built in on really a lot of them. And I would say that's what happens with this Rose here. He definitely has some flaws, some issues with, you know, having to finish off an enemy. That's just really not that easy to do. It's like if you go into, like, any tough stage, especially think about some of, like, the Wicked Bloodline red zone stages, right? Like, you can't even, against the core, you can't even finish an enemy off. The first enemy you finish off is the end of the fight, right? Like, I guess maybe, I mean, I wouldn't even run him against AJL Metal Cooler. I mean, this guy would have a better chance finishing off the Cyclopean Guard than most other bosses, but I mean, no way in hell you're running this guy against AJL Metal Cooler. You know, Final Form Cooler, like, it's just, right? Like, these guys are more so around, like, the other red zones. This STR Rose, though, no. Like, I just don't, I'm just not that impressive for him. And, like, I don't, why did they do, like, his buff, like, he should have just been 3 key 50% attack and defense to extreme class, too. Right? Because it's like, the thing is, you want to use him with other, like, Goku Black and Zamasu characters, but keep in mind that right now the 200% team for, like, all these types of characters is Vegeta and Trunks, right? But their 200% is for Battle of Fate, which Rose characters are not on. Normal Goku Black characters are not on. Fusion Zamasu is, but this guy doesn't have a 200%. This guy doesn't have a great team for him. I mean, this is not one of those things where, all of a sudden he gets a 200% lead on a team he works well with, and he's a god. He could certainly be more effective, and he could be like a good run on that team. But I think these two should have had much better EZAs. I think both these characters could have and should have been way better. I don't know. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. They both should have been way better. Then we have tickets. So the Tanabata banner, this comes out on the 4th, I believe. This is what you guys are gonna have to deal with this banner. Good luck on your summons with tickets, right? There's tons of tickets you guys can get for free. I think that is a good idea, but in terms of summoning on this with stones, I don't like it. Yeah, you have your LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, your LR Gods, your LR Vegeta and Trunks. If you summon on that, you could pull them. There are some other characters who are decent. LR TEQ Gogeta is still solid. I think AGO Blue Vegeta is still solid. I like him quite a bit, actually. Int UI Goku, I'm not really a fan of. I don't really like this character, but I mean, he can be a good Hail Mary unit where you get slapped up early, you transform, and then he's dodging the rest of the fight. Can work well. But for the most part, this banner sucks, right? Like, these are all, like, really old Dokkan Fest characters. I think the best way to operate with this banner, grabbing these two with red coins is not a mistake. I'm telling y'all right now, the 7th anniversary LRs, they might have, like, the tightest designs of, like, any of the anniversary LRs. Like, I mean, UI Goku last year at this time was still crazy. I thought AGL UI Goku was #1 going into the 7th anniversary. But, like, I don't feel like these two have aged at all. The difference is that for like, these two characters, like, things haven't really changed for them specifically since they came out in January, right? It's more so what has happened around them, right? And remember, when they came out, there was nothing was close to them when they came out. Now we've had tons of releases and even characters released that are better, like Carnival Goku and Vegeta and Trunks and Final Form Cooler, right? I think that those characters are better. Probably Gamma 1 is at least on that level, or maybe slightly better. Like, it's close. Like, I think, like, Gamma 1 and Kid Goku are in the discussion with the 7th anniversary LR. Sometimes I'll like them better. Sometimes I'm like, I'm not really so sure. Right, the 7th anniversary designs are really good. LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has not fallen off. It's just no GT Hero or Fuse Fighter characters are good. They all suck. They're all terrible, right? Like, that's why we need a bunch of fusions to come in for a bunch of these teams, man. I know people, like to pretend like we get fusions every 5 seconds, but that was, 2016 and 17. We haven't really gotten that much since then. So these two are basically, my entire point is that these two are good picks with red coins. They're, definitely going to fall off a little bit more after the 8th anniversary, but I think they should still be good. I mean, AGL UI Goku, people don't want to hear it, but he is fantastic in Red Zone in the fights where you can dodge. I think that the 7th anniversary LRs for the Gods and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, they're still going to be really good. Whatever event comes out during the 8th anniversary that we're doing, I think that these two are still going to be very strong. So if you want to get them with red coins, I don't think that's a mistake at all. I think these are the ideal choices to get with red coins, right? If you're going to, who should I get with my red coins? LR Gods, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, LR Final Form Cooler, LR Vegeta and Trunks. Those are the characters you'd want to prioritize, with your red coins. So let me know what you guys decide to do with that. But yeah, these guys are worth coins if you want to go for them, for sure. So we have that, this is tickets for the Blue Vegito and STR Rose EZA banner. And then finally, there was an update to Blue Vegeta's Korean super attack quote. I do not know if that matters at all. Probably not. Does this mean we're going to get a new Blue Vegeta soon? Are we going to get a new Blue Vegito soon? Probably doesn't mean anything. So, all right, there we go. There is the global data download. Not really the craziest ever, but there is still some content, right? An EZA, a chain battle, Super Battle Road stage, and a banner. We'll see what happens next week. I think we could see a Carnival LR this week on Global and JP. Right here. Because I guess next week technically is this stuff, this EZAs, and then JP would have LR in Bojack. And then 2 weeks, this week, this is where I think the Carnival LR could drop. The Carnival LR will either be this week or this week. And I think Global is going to get the same one that JP gets. I don't think it's going to be Fusion Zamasu or Golden Frieza, but we'll see, right? It's Global. They could always do just craziness. Typically, if you guys are wondering about Fusion Zamasu, typically this LR, the Fusion Zamasu one, it was Super Janemba, Full Power Jiren. Typically, this character comes out at the end of January for Global, for whatever stupid, idiotic reason they do that. I think best case scenario, new Carnival LR drops on Global and JP at the same time. Fusion Zamasu comes in January. And I guess Golden Frieza at that point is in like February. Dude, I don't know. Again, the way they do the schedule is ridiculous. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.